Okay. In the previous module, we looked at a complication-based story, which is probably one of the oldest story patterns known. And now, in this unit, I want you to read a characterization-based story. It is attached in the module. And I want you to read it, answer the attached questions again. And this time, because it is a story which is based mostly upon characterization to sustain the reader's interest, I want you to look for a few things while you're reading it. You know that characterization typically is a series of dilemmas. The protagonist is going to be put into situations where he or she has to make a choice between two difficult alternatives. He or she is having difficulty making the decision. And each dilemma, or each complication, or each event, or each scene in this story, you should note these elements, where the author describes one side of the decision, or the other side of the decision, where the author describes the tension that the protagonist feels between those two choices she or he has to make, whether he or she describes the protagonist under the tension of deciding, and is there any pause in that moment of decision which stretches out the tension, dramatic tension of the story, and heightens the drama. Now usually after a series of choices and a series of events in the story, each event will be increasing in dramatic intensity until the story reaches the climax. At the ultimate end of the climax of the story, the protagonist will have to make a decision for once and for all. If he or she makes the right decision, which is usually the more difficult decision, he or she will retain the benefits of making a good choice. But if the protagonist chooses the wrong decision, not only will he or she lose the benefits of the right choice, but he or she usually loses the hope for benefit that the bad choice was hoped to bring. In other words, the protagonist, if he or she makes the wrong choice, he or she loses everything. So note those concerns when you are reading a story and answer the attached questions, and we'll discuss it further.